from the Redbird Fieldhouse on the campus. Like, hi, everybody. Division 1 Regionals. Spartans. Good night, everybody. I'm Nick Van Partner Scheiser of Region matchup final and their second game defeating Stevens Point.
Two teams with each other, playing each other at the Rock Valley Association. Two meeting killer season. Oshkosh North winning at played at the old Goodrich High School, a 3-point victory. Oshkosh North, and where a game in which they really full court pressure in the face victory, but one in which Casey in that basketball game to will the Cardinals the victory.
I tell you about this, Sean. No matter Fond du Lac has been, Oshkosh North has had teams.
Yeah, just for some reason, Frank Tough. Expecting the same tonight, obviously, in a different atmosphere. These two teams facing off in the one thing that they haven't had a game in over a week, so they're going to be a little bit rough. It's going to be interesting to see how they play the advantage Tuesday at Oshkosh North.
I will have the starting lineups, the opening tip-off. Watching WIAA Division 1 Finals quarter stations.
First-time clients find areas. I can help you release those setbacks. I always take time to listen to my clients because trust is very important. Without massage, everyone has different comfort levels, and it's important to respect them. Massage therapy can be an important part of the overall health. To relax.
Where's your mom?
Working late again.
Going to watch TV?
Okay.
Hey. Something really good on. Cool.
Now you can be mom, even when you can't be there.
It's like not working.
Oh, that?
It's working.
Parental control. More choices, more control. Just one more reason you'll enjoy Charter Digital Cable.
What's that? Craig Winkler. Hello. Oh, yeah. He's got to turn. Hello.
Hello. Turn us on.
Oh, yeah. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Can you hear us down there?
Oh,
Play with the board a little bit.
Check, check, check.
Oh, there we go.
Check, check, check. Along with my broadcast partner, Ice-T, I am Eminem here, live from the Redbird Fieldhouse. We are gonna tear the roof off this mother. With my blink blink. Spud Shady's got his blink blink going.
Spud Shady with the jam!
Spud Shady with the jam.
Slams it down.
Oh, here's the Video Sports theme song right here. Somebody get that ball.
We should have this song for our open.
That's what I said. Dave disagreed though. We'll turn that Winnebago or whatever your little thing is into a lowrider out there. Oh yeah. Some gold rims on it.
Video Sports is in the house.
Yeah, yeah.
Copyright, can't use it.
The big speakers in that thing.
Yo, 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 we're here at the Redbird Fieldhouse. Ready for tonight's action. Kyle Shepard dunks it home.
Ross Schumacher from the outside.
John Conan dunks it. John Conan gets the start tonight.
Yeah. All right.
Alrighty, if you want to bring it back.
Yeah. That's me.
Bring it back.
You're back.
And welcome back to the Redbird Fieldhouse. We are just about set for the national anthem and the starting lineups. Let's send it courtside for the national anthem.
Focus, focus, focus.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the WIAA Regional Final Game of the Oshkosh North Spartans and the Fond du Lac Cardinals.
Well, focus
At
through.
this time, please remove your hats as you stand in reverence for our national anthem sung by Mr. Lyle Gable.
Further along, get out.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
The national anthem being sang by Lyle Gable here at the Redbird Fieldhouse. Now let's go back courtside for the starting line.
Now, let's meet the starters. From Oshkosh, a sophomore, 5'8", number 10, Spud Shady. A junior, 6'5", number 14, J.P. Henning. A junior, 6'2", number 20, Mike Moldenhauer. A senior, 6'5", number 24, Kelly Flanagan. And a senior, 6'1", number 30, Kyle Radke. And now, a junior. junior, 6 foot, number 3, Chris Saberlick. A junior, 5 foot 10, number 13, Robbie Springborn. A senior, 6 foot 4, number 15, Derek Arndt. A junior, 6 foot, number 20, Sean Bartelt. And a senior, 6 foot 3, number 34, Casey Weiss.
And that's the starting lineups here from the Redbird Fieldhouse. Coaches Dick Diener for the Fond du Lac Cardinals, and for the Oshkosh North Spartans, Frank Shady. You know, Sean, you look up and down this Oshkosh North starting lineup, a lot of inexperience on this basketball team. Only 2 seniors, both of those seniors in the starting lineup, Kelly Flanagan and Kyle Radke, as you get a look at Frank Shady, the head coach of Oshkosh North.
Shady there in the black shirts. Fond du Lac coach Dick Diener there in the red sweater. As I'm looking forward to this basketball.
Anybody knows anything? Knows anything odd? No, we're playing in our traveling uniforms.
And the Cardinals in the rare away red uniforms instead of the home whites today, Nick.
I didn't even notice that until our producer Dave pointed that out to us.
It goes by alphabet.
It goes by the alphabet, and Oshkosh North in the home uniform. And a whistle and a blocking foul right away will be on Sean Bartelt for the Fond du Lac Cardinals. Sean, Dick Diener, accustomed to these games over the past years of his coaching experience, regional finals. And, you know, it's been a long time since the Fond du Lac Cardinals didn't reach the sectionals. So a win here would send them to the Culf Sports Center in Oshkosh.
Well, they'll definitely be in for a battle today against Oshkosh North. Nice defense that time by Derek Arndt, stripping the basketball, gets a jump ball call, and possession arrow goes to the Cardinals.
Great hands defensively that time for Derek Arndt. Gets the turnover, the jump ball, and it will be Cardinal basketball. 7:31 remaining in the opening quarter. We're just underway.
On that possession alone, the Cardinals look fired up on defense. And I'd like to see that intensity throughout the entire basketball game. They should be able to be victorious.
Ball knocked out of bounds off of the hands of J.P. Henning, the 6'5 junior forward for the Spartans. The Cardinals will inbound it right in front of Oshkosh North's bench. Springborn has the basketball, gives it off to Bartelt. Bartelt thought about the 3, now back out on top to Springborn. Casey Weiss. Now to Arndt. Saberlick in the corner. Need to get Saberlick started off hot this afternoon. The temperature's cold outside, but it's heating up in the gym here.
Yeah, getting colder.
Some inclement weather around the Fond du Lac area late in the afternoon. Springborn takes it into the paint. Jump shot goes, and the Cardinals off to a 2-0.
Well, that's the success of the Fond du Lac Cardinals. Always runs through the offense, led by Robbie Springborn. Driving down the middle of the lane, we've seen this team struggle against teams with some bigger guys down low, or when they've geared the defense towards that. Oshkosh North isn't that way. I look for Robbie to have a big game tonight, or today.
Tonight. We're used to doing we're accustomed to saying tonight, so that's probably what we'll say throughout the afternoon. When you see this game, it'll be at night, of course. J.P. Henning has the basketball, takes it into the paint. Shot block. Cardinals come out strong on defense. And now they have Springborn with it, being guarded by Spud Shady. Derek Arndt out on top. And the Cardinals lose it out of bounds. That time Saberlick throws it to Springborn, knocked off of Springborn, and it will be Spartan basketball.
Well, decent crowd. He talked about the inclement weather. I'd say about half full on both sides. Oshkosh North, well, maybe about a third full on their side of the gymnasium, and the Cardinal crowd, half to 3/4 full.
Spud Shady with the basketball, being guarded by Springborn. J.P. Henning, the post up. And the shot is good underneath by Kyle Flanagan, the 6'5" senior, and we have a tied basketball game.
Now we see some of the press Oshkosh North likes to put on, full court press. And it almost results in a Cardinal turnover. Ball off Oshkosh North. That's going to be something the Cardinals are going to have to deal with. You talked about that in the pregame.
Somebody.
And a whole bunch of substitutions checking into the game. I think
the entire team,
yeah.
5.
Frank Shady goes with 5 new players on the court. Must be not happy with the team that he had on the court to start off the basketball game.
Stay with Frank. Go up.
There you see Frank Shady, the coach of Oshkosh North.
5 new guys.
Bartell, three-pointer on the way, off the back of the rim, no good. Derek Arndt with the offensive board to Springborn. Springborn takes it, free throw line jumper, no good. And the rebound comes away, and now Oshkosh North looking to push it up.
Oh, we got some new names to call for Oshkosh North.
Yeah. You don't see that happen very often.
At least not in the first quarter.
Yeah.
You got mad about something, I don't know what.
Not even halfway through the quarter, and now a whistle, and as one of the referees having a talk with Dick Diener, I don't know what happened there, but it's resolved, and we're back to basketball.
And Coach might have been standing on the court. So he watched his feet move back a little bit. Over Frank Shady's got a toe on the field.
You know, they have that box to stay in, and most of the coaches throughout the basketball season don't stay in that box.
No.
and you know, the referees don't, you know, really keep a close eye on that. And
The bad
it's not
ones.
that big of a deal, really, unless, of course, they get on the referees a little bit
Sure,
too much, and then they watch it a little bit closer. Full court press being applied by Oshkosh North. Springborn with the basketball. He breaks it.
But you just wonder, I mean, you'd like to see the Cardinals be aggressive here offensively. With these 5 new players in for Oshkosh North, some of them look a little bit confused as to what they should be doing.
A whistle and a foul. That's going to go on Bartelt, Sean. That'll be Bartelt's second personal foul, and he will go to the bench as John Shavy checks in for Bartelt. So that's a big development with Bartelt on the bench with 2 fouls.
Yeah, that hurts the Cardinals. Shavy checks in. Also, Derek Arndt going to come out of the basketball game. And Sweet Dill, Jim Dilling checks in.
Yep, Sweet Dill. Hopefully he'll provide a spark here off the bench. A slow start to this basketball game, 2-2, 4:30 remaining in the opening quarter. With the basketball is Charlie Loaf. The post up. And the bucket is good by Matt Sari. And it's 4-2 Oshkosh North. And now the Cardinals trying to break the press again. Well, they got their talking to on the bench, and now the 5 starters are going to come back into the basketball game. Offensive foul on John Shavy. Shavy puts his shoulder into the defender for Oshkosh North, and a turnover for the Fond du Lac Cardinals as the starters come back in. I don't know what happened, Sean. It really didn't look like Frank Shady had a talk with his guys on the bench at all. He kind of just put his starters on the bench. Now they're back into the basketball game after sitting for about a minute and a half.
And no harm was done. In fact, Oshkosh North's got a lead, so they did the wholesale substitution. They've got a lead. In fact, got a couple of Cardinals to pick up some fouls.
Nearly traveled with the basketball. In the post is good by Kelly Flanagan. Flanagan has 4 points and it's 6-2 in favor of Oshkosh North.
Cardinals need to inbound this basketball, and here's the pressure. Boy, that's not what you wanted if you're Fond du Lac. You did not want to get down early and let Oshkosh North just continue to press you the rest of the basketball game.
Cardinals haven't played a game, as you mentioned in the pregame show, Sean, for about a week. Ball stolen away that time by Mike Moldenauer. Another turnover for the Fond du Lac Cardinals. They've come out a little sluggish here in the first quarter. Spud Shady takes it in. Shot goes, and everything falling right now for Oshkosh North. They're up 8-2. See if Fond du Lac can break it now. Stop. Dilling. Oh, almost went for Jim Dilling. Nice pass from Robbie Springborn. Dilling will go to the free throw line and shoot 2. Good job that time, Sean, by Fond du Lac breaking the press, and Dilling was wide open underneath the hoop.
Yeah, Robbie able to get down quite quickly and had Dilling wide open. Dilling unable to put the shot in, but able to go to the free throw line. Hopefully convert both free throws. As the official comes over to the scorer's table.
I think they're questioning who the foul went on. And the foul did go on Kyle Radke. That'll be his first personal. Jim Bond sitting on the scorer's table questioning who the foul went on, but they got that squared away, and Jim Dilling misses the first free throw. Cardinals a little sluggish to start this basketball game, down 8-2. Sweet Dill's second free throw is good. 8-3 now, Oshkosh North. JP basketball. Post up underneath, bucket no good, and Dilling gets the rebound. Missing a bunny layup that time was Kelly Flanagan, who's had a pretty good first quarter of play. A whistle and a foul out on top. That foul will go on Fond du Lac. Another offensive foul. Jim Dilling that time, Sean.
All three of the Cardinals' 14 fouls have been offensive fouls, Nick. As Oshkosh North getting in great position defensively, we knew this was going to be a fight all the way throughout. And Oshkosh North has definitely come into the Redbird Arena not willing to succeed anything.
A physical basketball game here to start off between these two teams. A whistle, and Jim Dilling's going to get called for another foul. Jim Dilling will have to go to the bench now with 2 fouls. Fouls starting to pile up on the Fond du Lac Cardinals, and Derek Arndt checks back into the basketball game for Dilling. Well, Sean, it's kind of a sluggish start for the Cardinals here this afternoon. Kelly Flanagan in the post. Flanagan shot no good. Casey Weiss gets a strong rebound. See if the Cardinals can get something going here offensively. They made a couple defensive stops now. Shavy with the basketball. Now to Saberlich. Saberlich takes it into the lane. A whistle and a foul as Saberlich goes for the free throw line jump on number 14, J.P. Henning. And Chris Saberlich will go to the free throw line. Cardinals only with 1 field goal here to start this basketball game. Saberlich's first one is good.
Not much scoring so far, Nick, at this first quarter.
No, there has not been.
A lot of defense by both teams. Cardinals would rather keep it a low-scoring game. The first time these two teams met, 73-70.
Cardinals averaging 55.3 points a game. Oshkosh North averaging 54 points a game. A whistle and a travel that time by Charlie Lohoff. And a Cardinal basketball, and now Oshkosh North making some critical mistakes on the offensive end. And the Cardinals here a chance to capitalize, down 8-5.
Coach Shady's Oshkosh North Spartans with 2 turnovers in this game. That matches 2 turnovers for Fond du Lac. North with a 3-point lead.
Springborn with the basketball, being double teamed. Now Saberlich open for 3. Saberlich off the rim, no good. Ball loose on the court. It will be Oshkosh North basketball.
Like Chris Saberlich has, we've seen it so many times this year. So close with a lot of those 3-point buckets. It's not like he's way off the mark. Some of them in and out. Just unable to get someone to fall down.
Oshkosh North takes it in, a whistle and a blocking foul. That, I believe, will go on Derek Arndt for the Fond du Lac Cardinals. And it will. Fouls piling up here in the first quarter of play. That'll be the 6th team foul already.
Something you see too often, 16 fouls in the first quarter, but it's happened to the Cardinals.
Out on top of the basketball is Charlie Lohoff. Now to Mike Moldenauer. Moldenauer a 3-point threat. And Moldenauer loses the handle of the basketball out of bounds, and they are going to give it to Oshkosh North. It goes off the hands of John Shavy.
Shavy playing some tight, aggressive defense that time. Cardinals going to need to do that all throughout this basketball game. Be in the face of the players of Oshkosh North.
Moldenauer, the leading scorer for Oshkosh North this season, 12.9 points a game. Shot missed underneath. Cardinals look now to push it. Up to Saberlich. Ball stolen away. Defensive play by Charlie Lohoff, coming from nowhere.
We're seeing some nice defense in this game so far, Nick.
Spud Shady with it. 3-point shot by Shady is good. Spud Shady now with 5 first quarter points, and it's 11-5 in favor of Oshkosh North. Casey Weiss with the basketball. Weiss traveled, and wouldn't be surprised to see if Dick Diener take a timeout. He's going to let his... A tough first quarter of play for the Fond du Lac Cardinals.
First quarter, the Cardinals, I'm sure, would like to start over. They're only trailed by 6 right now. 54 seconds to go, and you see Coach talking things over with Derek Arndt.
Offensive foul on Oshkosh North that time. Away from the basketball, and it will go on Mike Moldenauer, and it will be Cardinal basketball. Once again, Oshkosh North will come out with a full court press.
No points for Moldenauer yet in this basketball game. He is the leading scorer for Oshkosh North. He's a threat from three-point range, but so far hasn't been able to get off a shot.
Ross Schumacher into the basketball game for the Cardinals. Springborn takes it himself. Bucket would not go. Schumacher with the rebound. The bucket is good. Great offensive board by Schumacher. Schumacher adding a spark off the bench, puts it in, and gets to go to the free throw line.
Now, Schumacher probably in the game just because of the foul situation with some of these Cardinals. Don't want to get some of the other players a foul here. And Schumacher able to provide a spark off the bench. Much needed.
Schumacher's free throw is good, and a big three-point play for the Cardinals. Now 11-8 in favor of Oshkosh North with 34.5 seconds remaining in the opening quarter.
Schumacher, a very athletic junior for the Fond du Lac Cardinals. Star wide receiver on the football team and athletic player on the basketball team. Can get things done when called upon off the bench for Fond du Lac.
With the basketball out on top is Charlie Lohoff. Lohoff has it, being guarded by Saberlich. 15 seconds. 12 seconds now. Under 10. Spud Shady with it now. 5 seconds. Shady now to Lohoff. Three-point try on the way. No good. And Shady's shot blocked. No good. And we have come to the end of the first quarter of play here from Cardinal Fieldhouse. 11-8 in favor of Oshkosh North. This is your WIAA Regional Basketball Report.
Stop. It's Main Street Fond du Lac. Shoes, balls, gear, it's all here at Team Sports on Main. Dribble, pass, shoot. It's basketball season and Team Sports has all your basketball needs covered. One stop and you're in the game. Or maybe the struggle for the pin is more your speed. Team Sports also carries all you need for wrestling. Team Sports has trophies, leather jackets, and Packer and Badger merchandise. Team Sports, your sports headquarters.
You're back.
And welcome back to the Redbird Fieldhouse. 11-8 after one quarter. Oshkosh North coming up, playing pretty tough, but Fond du Lac hanging in there, Sean.
Yeah, Fond du Lac able to weather the storm. 16 fouls on the Cardinals, although 14 fouls on Oshkosh North. Fouls catching up to both basketball. What kind of factor that's going to be in the second quarter. For the first quarter, Oshkosh North shooting 5 of 10 from the field. The Cardinals 2 of 7. 6 rebounds for the Cardinals, only 2 for Oshkosh North. Oshkosh North with 2 turnovers, 4 turnovers for Fond du Lac.
And for the second quarter, here's Sean Kaiser.
A 3-point lead for Oshkosh North. They've got the basketball to start the second quarter. Ball slapped around that time by Casey Weiss, but Oshkosh North able to retain possession. Spud Shady working against Robbie Springborn. He gets Springborn to move, and Shady puts up the jump shot. It's no good, and Oshkosh North, in fact, Spud Shady follows his own shot, able to get an offensive rebound. The shortest guy on the court ends up with the basketball for Oshkosh North. Here's an open 3 from the corner. That won't go. Oshkosh North 0 for 2 shooting 3-point buckets, and quickly the other way come the Cardinals. Blocking foul. Robbie Springborn comes down. Blocking foul going to be called on Spud Shady. I believe that's his second.
Well, Frank Shady wasn't happy with that call, but Spud Shady got there just a second. Cardinals in transition, and Springborn got fouled that time, and that'll be 5 team fouls now on Oshkosh North as they bring in a couple of substitutions.
Well, no reason with 5 team fouls on Oshkosh North. The Cardinals can't keep taking it to the hoop and try to pick up some more fouls and live at the free throw line. You know, Oshkosh North shot several free throws the first time these two teams met. Actually, that was kind of the difference in the third quarter when these two teams met back at the old Fond du Lac Redbird Arena. As a 3-point bucket is good. Chris Saberlich knocks down a 3-point bucket, ties the game at 11.
Well, says 59 3-pointers for the season, make it 60.
And that one, nothing but net. Unfortunately, not the way you're used to saying nothing but net, as an air ball thrown up by Kelly Flanagan, and that one, all it did was tickle the bottom of the twine. As the Cardinals, a unique way of beating the press with basically an over-the-shoulder pass to Robbie Springborn, and gets it off to Casey Weiss. And some instant offense for the Cardinals. They're up by 2.
Well, Cardinals come out here with a spark here to start the second quarter.
And some nice defense by Fond du Lac, knocking that ball off of Oshkosh North. The Cardinals going to get this one. Oh, Fond du Lac coming out fired up after they played a lackluster first quarter. As you see Coach Frank Shady, stern look on his face for his basketball team. And the last way the Cardinals with that over-the-shoulder pass to Robbie Springborn, not the safest way to break the press, but it was efficient enough. As a 3 by Ross Schumacher won't go. Schumacher still in the basketball game. And North corrals the rebound. Fond du Lac up by 2. Tight defense. Robbie Springborn with the steal. Here comes Springborn all the way down. Bucket good. Robbie Springborn with the steal. He takes it all the way in. Cardinals up by 4.
Great defense again by the Fond du Lac Cardinals. They've come out here, played outstanding defense to start the second quarter.
Here's another steal. Springborn down the lane. And a blocking foul on 6-team foul. As for Coach Frank Shady questioning the officials, where's the charge?
Well, Fond du Lac right now really stepping their basketball game up on the defensive end. When you can step up on the defensive end, that creates turnovers and transition plays for the Fond du Lac Cardinals.
Fond du Lac up by 4. Shooting foul. And the free throw good by Springborn. Fond du Lac up by 5. But Springborn really taking control of this offense here in the second quarter. Junior Eyes is second, very short off the front of the rim, and Oshkosh North gets the rebound. Fond du Lac up 16-11, 6 minutes to play in the second quarter. And a foul away from the ball, going to be on the Cardinals. That'll be Fond du Lac's 17th foul. Oshkosh North now in the bonus.
Fond du Lac right now, just their defense is helping them back into this basketball game now with a 5-point lead. If they can keep up that intensity and keep scoring on the offense, and it's for the Fond du Lac Cardinals.
Kyle Ranke, the 6'1" senior forward for Oshkosh North, goes to the free throw line. And he misses his first, the first of the bonus, and Fond du Lac gets the rebound, up by 5. Here's Springborn. Over to Ross Schumacher. Schumacher in there with Shavy. Here's Saberlich. Chris Saberlich a 3. That one won't fall for Sabes, and here comes Oshkosh North.
Saberlich 1 for 3 outside the arc in this basketball game.
Boldenauer with a drive, and that one's no good, but able to get the offensive rebound. Second chance is good. Offensive board and a bucket.
That's the first field goal that I have, Sean, for here in the second quarter.
1 of 5 shooting is Oshkosh North, and a foul on Oshkosh North as Coach Frank Shady gets up off of his chair quickly. That, I believe, going to be the 17th foul on Oshkosh North. Both these teams in the bonus with 5:18 to play in the second quarter.
Well, Frank Shady really working the referees this afternoon. Not happy with calls. I think it's been a pretty good ref game so far.
And Robbie misses the front end of the bonus. So both teams unable to capitalize on their first visit to the free throw line and it being in the bonus. 16 for Fond du Lac outside. Good. But another offensive board for Oshkosh North. They've got 3 in this second quarter. Looking out to Boldenauer, being guarded by Shavy, and Boldenauer with somewhat of a push-off maybe. And a foul underneath, going to be on Fond du Lac.
Well, maybe that stuff by Frank Shady being in the ear of the referee worked that time, because they didn't call that push-off, but then they called the foul underneath on the Fond du Lac Cardinals. The foul will go on Chris Saberlich. That'll be his first personal, now the 8th team foul for Fond du Lac. (16-13), 3-point lead for Fond du Lac.
As Kelly Flanagan, the 6'5" senior for Oshkosh North, going to go to the free throw line. Seems like some communication problems today, Nick, between the referees and the scorers table.
Foul goes on John Shaby.
And the free throw good. But an offensive board for Oshkosh North. Another foul. That one's going to be on Casey Weiss.
Well, that time getting in and stealing the offensive board was Charlie Lohoff. He's had a pretty good basketball game so far. Takes it in, he gets foul, and now gets a chance to go to the free throw line. As you mentioned, the foul on Casey Weiss.
Fond du Lac not doing a good job boxing out. They've given up 4 offensive rebounds to Oshkosh North, 8 total rebounds in this second quarter. Only 2 rebounds for Fond du Lac. Oshkosh North has not shot the ball well, but they've had second chance opportunities with those 4 offensive boards. 16-14, 2-point lead for Fond du Lac. Second free throw good for Lohoff. It's a 1-point Cardinal lead, 4:47 left in the second quarter. Inbound to Matt Saporsky, who's now in the basketball game. Now they get it back to Ross Schumacher, who quickly gets it up court to Robbie Springborn. Saberlick thought about the 3. Springborn instead will take a 3. No good. Long board. Robbie Springborn gets it himself in trouble, guarded by 3 guys. And Springborn kicks it out. Saberlick, that one's off. That's going to be an air ball. Wow, and
timeout.
Hustle play by Ross Schumacher calls a timeout as he falls backwards. And that one's going to be a 30-second timeout. Well, for youth tournament trophies and awards, senior recognition, band and music awards, be sure to go to the Northwoods. That's Hegstrom Real Awards. Easy to find on the web at HegstromRealAwards.com, featuring real Wisconsin Northwoods and all of their picture plaques with 4-color imaging and trophy. That's Hegstrom Real Awards, 923-6217.
Great job that time by Ross Schumacher getting the offensive board for the Fond du Lac Cardinals. An alert play, he calls timeout as he's falling out of bounds. He gets the timeout, and the Cardinals retain possession.
Fond du Lac's up by 1 as you get a chance to see the student section for the Cardinals. I hear on Friday a big contingent of students went down to Madison to check out the girls' hockey teams.
Yeah, they're in action in the state championship today, I believe.
Here's Springborn. Springborn being guarded by 3 players. Somebody's got to be open. Cardinals able to get the ball around. Swinging around, Springborn thought about a 3-point bucket, but he's being guarded by the big 6'5" Flanagan guy. Springborn only checks in at 5'10". Down the lane, Ross Schumacher tries going glass. Tough shot. Rebound bounced around. A foul going to be called on Oshkosh North.
I tell you, Ross Schumacher has added a spark off the bench for the Fond du Lac Cardinals. Coming in because some of the other guys in some foul trouble. He has done a good job maintaining his own, scoring a couple of points, active on the boards.
Well, I think Coach likes the athleticism Ross Schumacher presents playing against a team, Oshkosh North, who is one of the more athletic and quick teams in the Fox Valley Association, especially with the pressure that they bring. Schumacher, a guy that can help you break the press. Ross goes to the free throw line. He misses the free throw. Both these teams not doing a good job converting free throws into bonus. Has a 3-point bucket cranked up. No good. Oshkosh North struggling shooting in this second quarter. Only 1 of 8 shooting.
And they're going to call an offensive foul on Oshkosh North on that rebound and over the back foul. And it will be on Charlie Lohoff. And that'll be his second. 16-15 in favor of the Fond du Lac Cardinals. Fond du Lac struggling a little bit after coming out red hot here to start the second quarter.
Mike Moldenauer missing that 3-point bucket for Oshkosh North. I still think he's scoreless, isn't he?
Yes, he is. He averages 12.9 points a game, and Fond du Lac struggling from the free throw line.
Cardinals can't hit a free throw to save their lives. 16-15, Fond du Lac still leads by 1, 3:44 to go before halftime. Try to get it down low, and the ball off of Moldenauer for Oshkosh North. So it's Fond du Lac basketball.
Good defensive play once again by none other than Ross Schumacher.
Well, it hasn't been a great second quarter for Coach Frank Shady and his Oshkosh North squad. Cardinals lead this one by 1. Robbie Springborn Working once again, finds a triple team. Open is Chris Saberlick. Saberlick gets fouled. Tries to throw it out. That one was after the play. Referee says no shot.
Well, you know, go ahead, Sean. You talked about it. You talked about this in the pregame show. Cardinals maybe coming out a little bit sluggish because of maybe the week of a layoff, not playing for a week. Now in the second quarter, they seem to be the Fond du Lac Cardinals of old, and maybe that affected them a little bit in the first quarter.
Saberlick hits the free throw as Moldenauer checks out for Oshkosh North. He's got 2 personal fouls. Coming in for Chad Miller, 5'11" junior. And Chris Saberlick hits both free throws, extending the Cardinals' lead to 3. 3:20 left in the second quarter. Oshkosh North has only 1 field goal in the second quarter, and it's going to be an over the back on Oshkosh North. Now their 6th turnover basketball game.
Yep, good defense by the Fond du Lac Cardinals. They have been a lot of these turnovers. That time, just a bad pass by Oshkosh North, but the Fond du Lac Cardinals have to capitalize off of it now.
So Fond du Lac up their half-court offense. Bobby Springborn picked up the dribble. He's got to get it to somebody. He does. Gets it to Derek Arndt. Schumacher, Saberlick, Arndt, Springborn, and Saporski, the 5 players out there for Fond du Lac. And the Cardinals, we haven't really seen them be patient too many times on offense this afternoon, but that's what they're doing right now. It's the bread and butter of the Cardinals, be patient, wear off some time off the clock, and Fond du Lac able to do that on this offensive possession. Cardinal basketball we've been accustomed to, Nick.
Yep, exactly. Just break down the defense, and eventually you'll find an open shot.
Make crisp pass.
Everybody gets their hands.
That'll be Springborn knocking down. Shady goes for this. Doesn't get it. Springborn tries to once again. Boy, a great job by Oshkosh North defensively on Springborn with a triple team as Saporski's 3-point bucket's no good. Bodies flying all over the place down low. No foul. The other way comes Oshkosh. Travel. 7.
North, and if you want to beat this Fond du Lac Cardinal basketball team, not turn the basketball over, and that's what Frank Shady's troops are doing right now as he goes to the bench, brings in a couple of substitutions. Not happy with some of his players that are on the bench. He's gone so far here in the first half tonight.
Shady now worried about using his bench players. Going 10-11 deep in this basketball game. 18-15 Fond du Lac leads with $1:50 left in the second quarter. Saporski with that. Saporski's got an open shot. He's going to shoot it, and he hits it. Well, somebody was saying shoot, not for sure who it was, but Saporski drains the 3. Cardinals, their biggest lead, now up by 6. Working Saporski going to be called foul, counted, and a foul. Just the second field goal in this second quarter for Oshkosh North. A chance for a 3-point play for Kelly Flanagan.
Well, Flanagan's had a good first half of play for Oshkosh North. At 6 points for him, providing a guy an hour Shady.
Misses the free throw, unable to convert on the 3-point play. So with 1:10 to go, Fond du Lac leads by 4. That's Ross Schumacher with it. Springborn. 1 minute to play in the Cardinals lead by 4. North WI Division I regional final here from the Redbird Fieldhouse. Winner advances to the sectional. We'll play Friday night in Oshkosh. The game taking place right now at Neenah, at the same time as we broadcast this basketball game. Obviously, by the time you watch the replay, you'll know who's going to be playing who. As the Cardinals, well, they might possibly be working this down for 1, Nick. What do you think? 20 seconds left to go before halftime. Is that a yes? You think they're working?
Okay, well. Guard, I was paying attention to what was going on the court.
And the Cardinals in trouble. Boy, tight defense by Oshkosh North.
Yeah, they are doing a good job in first half defense.
Springborn in trouble. Off balance jumper. Good. Robbie. 1 second to go, and the buzzer's going to run out. So a nice first half for the Fond du Lac Cardinals. They struggled in the first quarter, regrouped, and found themselves in the second quarter as Frank Shady, some words for the officials. Oshkosh North head coach, some words for
Viewer
the officials.
discretion is advised.
As Cardinals up by 5 at the half, 23 on top of Oshkosh with halftime programming after this. This is your WIAA Division I Regional Basketball Report.
Start off with rich has a different lunch served fresh in and buy one and get one free margarita specials on Wednesdays for the ladies and Thursdays for the men. The Mexican has 2 convenient locations to better serve you. Main Street and our Oshkosh full-service bar next to Carler Street.
Here is a Charter Communications news break.
Big. Help support the Big Brothers and Big Sisters during their Bowl for Kids' Sake 21st annual fundraiser. Call now and make your pledge. Your donation helps Big Brothers and Big Sisters put caring adults into the lives of Black area. Call 920. In the Sheboygan area. All
Charter Communications, the wire world.
Mom.
Hey, did that come over the air?
What?
Frank Shady.
No.
Oh, he walked by us and he goes, son of a bitch.
I may have insurance.
He said it to the referee.
Then I said,
Oh, they may have that. I'm not sure. I'll check it later.
7 of 18. Seven of 19. 39. 37.
The dance team, 2 to 4.
The male dancer isn't there.
58 and 50.
Bad. 2. 4. 7.
Who's bad?
Michael Jackson.
Leading scores would be Saberlick and Springborn. 7 and 7. time. What about the Springs?
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, wait. They would be led in scoring by Kelly Flanagan with 6 points. And Spud Shady with 5. We need a little M&M. Let me check. Hello.
Okay, Steven. They're gonna walk while the camera hurts.
All right. See you when we could go.
Okay, one's on. Come back. And cue 'em. Cue 'em.
And welcome back to the Redbird Fieldhouse. We are at the half. The Fond du Lac Cardinals in the lead. Sean, the first half, basically the Cardinals got down in the first quarter. Came out a little bit sluggish, but came out strong to start the second quarter.
Yeah, we talked about it. They might be having some problems with the layoff. Haven't played since last week Friday. Fond du Lac came out a little bit slow in the first quarter. Fired up in the second quarter, offensively and defensively, aggressive on both ends, and that's helped the Cardinals get out to this 5-point lead. You know, Fond du Lac's had to go to the bench. Some guys stepping up like Ross Schumacher, Matt Saporski. Foul trouble early for some of the Cardinal players like Jim Dilling and Sean Bartelt. That's why those guys have had to come in, and the bench has really stepped up big for Fond du Lac.
You know, Coach Dick Diener has talked about that all season long. You know, you expect good games out of Robbie Springborn, out of Chris Saberlick. When those other guys step up like Casey Weiss, Ross, Matt Saporski, that really helps out.
That's really been the difference in this basketball game. The Cardinals are having some trouble as far as Robbie Springborn. He's getting triple teamed almost every time he gets the basketball, so he's got to step up. Obviously, if Robbie's triple teamed, somebody's going to be open. Cardinals do that so far, so, well, should be, as long as they keep playing like this, hopefully, in the second half, you would expect them to be able to get to a victory, although I'm sure Frank Shady, a little bit fired up there as we headed into halftime. I'm sure that he's got a couple of things up his sleeve. He's going to change defensively and offensively to bring his...
All right, let's take a look at... of 18 from the field, 7 of 12 from the free throw line for 58%, 12 rebounds, and 4 turnovers for Oshkosh. 18 from the field for 37%, 50% free throw line, 30 and scoring by and Robbie Springborn, both with 7 points. And Oshkosh North led in scoring by Flanagan with 6 and Spud Shady with 5. We'll have the second half right after this. This is your WIAA Division I Regional Final Basketball Report.
Mom, what date did you and Dad get married?
November 23rd. That's sweet.
What year?
1986.
Mom, when's Grandma's birthday?
You'll never get the passcode, Eric.
Passcode protected parental control. You have control at your fingertips. Just one more reason you'll enjoy Charter digital cable.
I believe the hockey team lost.
Think you found the...
They were tied in overtime, but then I think when we were just doing this halftime thing, I think they just said they lost. Alrighty, if you want to bring it back, Sean ran to the bathroom, so.
Okay, back.
And welcome back to the Redbird Fieldhouse as we're just about set here to start the second half of play. Cardinals on top 23-17 here at the half, and we'll see if head coach Frank Shady for Oshkosh North comes out with a different game plan. I'm sure head coach Dick Diener for the Fond du Lac Cardinals will in the second quarter. The original starters coming for the Fond as so keep an eye on that. Well, two starters. With it being Bartel takes it up strong, and Oshkosh North comes to the rebound, pushing it up for Oshkosh North to Henning. Now 3 Cardinals, and the Cardinals get the rebound. Robbie Springborn now with 9 points, and it's 20. The ball game. And that's Arndt. Actually, that will be the second person. Wrong in my book. I had him down. Derek. This one is by Kyle Radke. Good 3-point key in it.
The taking second place in the state tournament. Second,
exciting season for them, and congrats. Oshkosh North has Jim Dilling gets the foul, taking it. That'll be 3 personal fouls on Jim Dilling.
Basketball. Out for Schumacher. Now, yes, that's the case. So Dilling short still in this game, Nick.
Yeah. Been on the bench. Basketball trouble.
Those
five lead now by the Cardinals. Nice ball movement by Fond du Lac. Bartel to King. The Cardinals. By the flag, time for the by Oshkosh. It's a full timeout. Leave your WIAA basketball report.
Think you've found the best way to keep track of what's on this month? Think again. There's an easier way to follow what's on TV with Channel Guide magazine. Never miss your favorites with Channel Guide's easy-to-read grid, including local programs. Plus, you'll find every movie on cable from A to Z and get the scoop on the best shows, stars, and more. So make a note to ask your cable company for Channel Guide. It may be the last note you'll ever make.
I think keep on here, I'll tell you that much. You're back.
And welcome back to the Redbird Fieldhouse. The Cardinals come out here strong to start the second half. Good passing the key so far right now, Sean.
Yeah, an awesome pass that last offensive possession by Ross Schumacher. Schumacher, a guy who sees limited minutes throughout the regular season, but because of some of the foul trouble with Jim Dilling has been asked to step up in this basketball game. And I tell you what, Schumacher has really answered the call in this basketball game.
This Fond du Lac Cardinal basketball team has been unselfish all season long, and they continue to do that here in this regional final. Foul will be on Fond du Lac. That'll be Casey Weiss. Third personal foul on Casey. Spud Shady will go to the free throw line. Let's keep an eye on that. Several players in some foul trouble here for the Cardinals.
And Fond du Lac quickly with 3 team fouls already in this quarter as Derek Arndt's going to check in for Casey Weiss. Nothing new for Fond du Lac. This is how the first half started off with some foul trouble, and Cardinals going to the bench. Now Schumacher in the basketball game for Dilling. You know, Dilling's got about 4 inches on him, but Schumacher a little bit more athletic. Kind of gives you a different kind of player at that forward position.
Yeah, the Cardinals go right now with a smaller lineup. Derek Arndt's the only big guy really into the basketball game, but it adds a different dimension, as you said, for this Cardinal team. Ross Schumacher's had a good basketball game, really stepped up here this afternoon. Springborn in, a blocking foul will go on Oshkosh. That will be on Spud Shady. That'll be 2 personal fouls on Spud. Saberlick in the corner, now out on top to Schumacher. Springborn.
And we see that gimmick defense against Springborn with some of the bigger players stepping out on Robbie, and instead of him being guarded by Spud Shady, you've got some of the big 6'5" guys on him.
Saberlick's three-pointer no good. And coming away with the rebound was Mike Moldenauer, who has been held scoreless throughout this basketball game. Moldenauer, three-pointer on the way, no good. And now the Cardinals looking to push it. Springborn up. Moldenauer has been shut out of this basketball game, averaging 12.9 points a game. Bartelt now in the corner. Post up to Derek Arndt. Bartelt takes it in. Bartelt, whistle, and a travel. Bartelt travels with it underneath. No shot, and it will be Oshkosh North basketball.
Well, the Cardinals with an 8-point lead. Still in control of this basketball game as Oshkosh North, we thought, might see somewhat of a spark from them, and they haven't over so far in this third quarter.
No, they haven't. Three-pointer on the way. Good for Chad Miller.
I guess I should have kept my mouth shut.
Springborn breaks the press. Now Springborn gives it out to Saberlick. Saberlick takes it into the paint. Jumper will not go. A whistle and a foul, and it will be a foul on Oshkosh North for the rebound. Underneath, that will go on number 30, Kyle Radke. Radke push off to get the rebound, and it will be Cardinal ball. Radke, that'll be second personal foul. And another foul on Oshkosh North, and that'll go on Radke. So 2 quick fouls on Radke, and that'll be 3 personal fouls for him.
As there you see Radke.
Springborn with it. Being double teamed now. Springborn gets rid of it. Bartelt takes it in. Sean Bartelt with the bucket. Cardinals lead 31-24.
I have no idea how Robbie somehow he was able to get it down low, and then they dished it off for a nice jump shot.
Taking it in strong was Matt Sari to Derek Arndt. Derek Arndt, that'll be his 3rd personal. So all of the big guys right now, Sean, for the Cardinals in foul trouble with 3 personal fouls.
I know it's snowing outside. Obviously not sunlight in here, but
snowing in here too.
Does Coach Shady, has he got sunglasses?
He might. I'm not.
Out here on his own.
It almost looks like it. second free throw is no good.
Their bus was late. He drove here on his own.
Matt Saporski into the basketball game now for the Fond du Lac Cardinals. And for pointer on the way off the rim, no good. Arndt the arc heel game. Springborn takes it in. Springborn, bucket, no! An offensive foul on Robbie Springborn. The bucket will not count. And foul be personal.
Fond du Lac, up until that point, had not called for a foul.
Now Oshkosh North trying to capitalize off of the over for Fond du Lac. 3-point try on the way is good for Chad Miller. That's 2 3-pointers now here in the third quarter for Chad. 3:42 remaining in the third quarter. Springborn returns on the other end, puts in a 2-pointer.
Well, just a lapse in defense for Oshkosh North. Springborn just went right by his man. Shot. Of course, Robbie's going to take that one as Springborn's in his face all game long. But a rare open shot for Robbie Springborn. The Cardinals back up by 5.
Offensive foul here.
So you get a chance to see Robbie in the offensive foul call. Well, had about 3 defenders in his way, and it looked like one of them, the one at least he bumped into, might have had his feet set.
Now out on top to Robbie Springborn. 3:14 remaining in the third quarter. Cardinals on top 33-28. Springborn now taking a baseline, now back out on top to Saporski. Shavy also into the basketball game. Shavy with it, being guarded by J.P. Henning. Springborn now to Saporski. Try by Saporski, no good. Offensive tip by Ross Schumacher is no good. A whistle and a travel off of the rebound on Oshkosh North.
Frank Shavy, irate. He had with many of the calls today. Oshkosh North coach.
Cardinals will inbound it right underneath their hoop. Schumacher with it underneath the belt. Bartel's shot is good. Good vision of the court that time by Ross Schumacher.
Pass we've seen Ross far.
Gets the rebound and then a whistle and a foul on the Fond du Lac Cardinals. I think they're going to get Matt Saporski for that one. That'll be Saporski's second first of the basketball game. Mike Mold. North. Defense. Goldenauer in this basketball game. The post-up turnaround jump shot is good for Matt Sorry. And then a foul on Spud Shady.
Well, his dad says, use your head, son. Points to his head. Sloppy foul for Oshkosh North.
That'll be 3 personal fouls on Spud. Spud Shady, the sophomore for North.
Listed at 5'8". I don't know if I believe that height.
Spud Webb. And good defense that time by North. Spud Shady with it. Out on top. Short jump shot, no good. Shady gets the rebound and then a whistle and a jump. Shavy forces the jump ball. A 5-point Cardinal lead, 35-30, with 2:08 remaining in this regional final championship. Division I, the winner advances to the finals in Oshkosh. A whistle and a timeout. Could not inbound it. It will be a 30-second timeout, and we will keep it right here.
Do you have cable service but need an internet connection? Did you know that you can combine cable TV service and high-speed internet service and save a significant amount of money? Call Charter Communications at 581-0081. You know, Nick, Fond du Lac led by 5 at halftime, and they led by 9 points at one point in this third quarter, but Oshkosh North able to climb back, but North unable to penetrate that 5-point range. Cardinals at least had a lead of around 5.
Yeah, they have, and defense doing a good job up on Oshkosh North's top allowing Oshkosh North to make a run. But then Oshkosh North's defense stepping up, also stopping the Fond du Lac Cardinals. You know, both of these teams, as we mentioned, average about 54, 55 points a game, and it's a basketball game thus far. Cardinals trying to break the full court press. Saporski comes out with it. Saporski to Bartelt. Now to Springborn. Under 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Bartelt to Saberling. Cardinals patient on offense. And now the ball stolen away. Bounce pass, good job that time, and Moldenau into the book for the basketball game.
Well, that's Oshkosh North's game against the Cardinals is transition basketball off of turnovers, and well, now they're within 3, and if that pressure can continue to give Fond du Lac fits, so you got to be worried if you're Coach Dick Diener. That's Oshkosh North is able to defeat the first meeting.
See if can find and get a point lead by the Cardinals. 1:19 remaining in the third quarter. Spring basketball. Cardinals gets the friendly roll rim.
Well, just done a great job assisting the basketball. Some very nice passes in this game, and that's going to be, I believe, the 4th personal foul on Casey Weiss.
Casey Weiss, a foul on her knee. As there is Casey Weiss. That'll be 4 fouls on Casey Weiss. The scoreboard says 3. No, now they put up 4.
And Jim Milling, a player with 3 fouls, will check in for Fond du Lac. We'll check in for Casey Weiss.
Matt Sari, who's had a nice third quarter with 4 points here in the third quarter, puts in the first free throw. Sari averaging 3.1 points a game. Second one is no good. Now under a minute, we'll see if the Cardinals play for one here. .45 seconds. On Charlie Lohoff. That'll be 3 personal fouls on Lohoff, and Frank Shady goes to the bench. Players doesn't want to cheap fouls here before the end of the third. Springborn in some trouble. Yep, he's got to get it across the timeline, and does. And Springborn fouled on the play, no call. Schumacher now. Bartel's jump shot on the way, no good. Coming away with the rebound was J.P. Hennig. 15 seconds still left on the clock here in the end of the third quarter. 10 seconds. Moldenauer with the basketball. 5 seconds. Cardinals steal it away. Bartel, 3 seconds. 2 seconds. On the quarter. 39-30. Fond du Lac. We'll have fourth quarter action right after this on your WIAA Regional Basketball Report.
Most people don't take time to listen to their bodies. Many of my first-time clients are surprised when I find areas that are sore or tender that they didn't realize were there. I can help to release those tension spots. I always take time to listen to my clients because trust is very important. There can be many misconceptions about massage, and everyone has different comfort levels, and it's important to respect that. Massage therapy can be an important part of the overall health and well-being, and I encourage people to take their health seriously and to relax.
And the third quarter here in this basketball game.
Schumacher has just done a great job of getting some assists, that time with a nice bucket, rebounding the basketball. Just hustle plays. Ross Schumacher has done it with extended minutes in this game, coming off the bench for the Cardinals.
Here is Sean Kaiser.
It's a 6-point for the Fond du Lac Cardinals as we begin playing the fourth quarter. Oshkosh North has the basketball, and that's going to be a foul underneath on Sean Bartelt. 18 Cardinals. That's the third for Bartelt. Several Cardinals foul trouble. Casey Wiest has 4 for personal fouls. Now free throw bounces in for Oshkosh North. Free throw's good for North. It's back to lead for Fond du Lac. Ball inbounded to Bartelt. Now he's going to be double teamed. Got to get the ball up, break the pressure. He does. Robert Springborn's open. Here's Ross Schumacher. Schumacher up, in and out. That one almost fell down for Schumacher. Basketball game tonight. As Spud Shady down, he's going to get a foul called underneath. We'll see who this foul is going to be called on. Dilling.
That'll be
on
the
ground, and it is on Jim Dilling. That's his 4th.
Dilling almost seemed like he got there, maybe just a second too late though, and Spud Shady takes it in, and Dilling called for the foul.
And Spud Shady misses the free throw. Tough one for Oshkosh North. You got to wonder with some of the foul trouble for some of the Fond du Lac players if North often foul some of these guys out. Schumacher inbounded, and a foul called on Spud Shady as the ball wasn't even inbounded, but Shady fouled Robbie Springborn.
Foul went on Shady, and I believe that's Shady's 4th. Yep, 4th personal foul for Shady, and that's a big foul right there for North. The ball, foul away from the basketball as the Cardinals inbound it.
Boy, Oshkosh North coach Frank Shady has really been working over the referees today. Want to follow him.
He's got
over Highway 41.
He's kind of got that mean look on his face to begin with.
Jim Dilling blows the bunny, but a foul underneath on Oshkosh North, and that will be their 17th foul. Enjoy the bonus. 24 called for the foul. That's Flanagan's personal.
Yeah, Frank Shady's one of those guys I don't think you want to meet in a dark alley at all.
He hasn't cracked a smile all game. First. And Dilling knocks down both free throws.
Free throws here down the stretch are going to be probably the key to the ending of this basketball game because both teams now in the bonus.
And foul on Jim Dilling. Was that going to be called on Dilling?
I believe that is correct. Yep, Dilling going to foul out of this basketball game. Jim Dilling with 5 fouls. There was bound to be somebody to drop all the fouls, and Jim Dilling is one of them, and now just a few seconds to allow the Cardinals to get in another basketball player here for Dilling.
Yeah, Dilling falls out with 7 minutes and 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Like leads 1-36. Cardinals double bonus for the final 7 minutes of this basketball game for Oshkosh North. Coarsely, Oshkosh does have 17 fouls, so at least Fond du Lac is in the bonus.
Dilling fouls out. Sweet Dill with 3 points in the basketball game. A tough afternoon for Sweet Dill. Derek Arndt checks into the basketball game.
Free throw good by Kyle Radke.
Who came in for Dilling, guys?
As Derek Arndt came in for Jim Dilling. Both free throws good. The Cardinals out there with Schumacher, Springborn, Saberlick, Bartelt, and Art. 41-38. It's a 3-point Fond du Lac lead. 7 minutes to play in this regional final. Art out of control. Dick Dieter not upset about that one. And Oshkosh North takes a 30-second timeout. As we remind you about our webpage, you don't really know who's going to be in action, Nick, as far as the playoffs go. And, well, to find out who we're going to be covering, just visit our website, webpages.charter.net/NICKJODI. Tell us some of the features at the website, Nick.
Well, we've got all the brackets on there, all of our local teams that have been involved in their brackets, as well as upcoming action. And on our website, charter.net, JODI. Your local team in this afternoon, St. Mary Springs against Marquezan over in Rosendale. And hopefully be able to pick them up, hopefully a win for them, and we'll be able to pick the sectionals as well as win this afternoon for the Fond du Lac Cardinals.
Well, Fond du Lac leads by 3. We talked about that 5-point lead margin that the Cardinals had, and North had trouble pulling into within it, and they've been able to do it now as Mike Moldenauer's 3-point bucket is no good. Foul underneath on Oshkosh North. That'll be the 18th foul. Moldenauer, the leading scorer for Oshkosh North. How many points does he have in this game?
Moldenauer has 2 points.
Cardinals have done a great job defensively on Mike Moldenauer, as that foul is on Kyle Radke.
And I believe that'll be 5 fouls on Radke. They're questioning whether on the at the scores table here. And now okay, yep, they're going to correct it. They had foul 5 on the scoreboard, and
well, apparently the layoff in games affected the scores table.
This afternoon.
Bartelt knocks down the free throw. It's a Cardinal lead. 6 left in the quarter.
No, Sean, Bartelt scoreless in the half of 7 points.
One no good, but like hands on their heads. Believe
Cardinals hang just a little bit here, Sean. Can't do that now with 6:39. Should be no field goals far here in the fourth quarter. Just a contest.
And the free throw is no good. 4th personal foul on Derek Arndt. One of a few Cardinals with 4 personal fouls. And that free throw goes in. 32-30. Cardinals up by 3 with 4 fouls. Spud Shady for Oshkosh North's got 4 fouls. He's back in the basketball. Guarding Robbie Springborn. Now he switches off. Several different defenses played against Robbie Springborn for the Cardinals. Shady tries there, but it's going to be called. This game is going to be lost at the free throw line for either of these teams, Nick.
Yeah, that's where it's looking at right now is the free throw line. Oshkosh North has shot 8 free throws so far here in the fourth quarter. The Cardinals have shot 4. Spud Sean into the game with 4 fouls. Maybe the Cardinals will try to take it at him.
Shady hits the first free throw. Oshkosh North offense runs best when Shady is out there, and I think Coach Frank Shady, Spud's dad says, I got out there. Them both, can you believe it, Nick?
Yeah.
Oshkosh North climb back into this basketball game. Cardinals led by 9 at one point in the third quarter, but now Fond du Lac up by 1 with 6:15 to go in the fourth quarter. Regional final action here from the Redbird Fieldhouse.
Well, with all the fouls here in the fourth quarter, it's tough for either team to get a rhythm going offensively.
Derek Dart down low and wipe it away. I didn't catch the call. Was that traveling? That's unfortunately what I thought. Boy, the Cardinals was wide open, as you see Coach Dick Diener moments ago. Unhappy about that call. The Oshkosh North cheering section. Spartans, who are within 1 here, just under 6 in the fourth quarter. Reach-in foul going to be called on Chris Saberlich. Boy, Spud Shady excited. Oshkosh North gaining some momentum here in the fourth quarter, Nick.
Yeah, and they're doing it from the free throw line. Free throws have been the key to this fourth quarter of play, and right now the Cardinals committing a lot of fouls, and Oshkosh North taking advantage. 10 free throws so far here in the fourth quarter, and they've hit 8 of them.
Well, Moldenauer knocks down that free throw, and we are back to a tied basketball game. This game has tied since the second quarter. Fond du Lac has led up until now. And Moldenauer with a chance to put his team up. No good. Over the back call. Boy, this is just going to be fouls and free throws, ladies and gentlemen, in the fourth quarter. Kelly Flanagan called for the over the back call, and that's 9 team fouls now on Oshkosh North.
I don't think I have ever seen a fourth quarter like this. It is a free contest. Let's see who can hit the most free throws here in the fourth quarter. Wow.
Ross Schumacher, who's had himself a whale of a ball game, finds himself at the free throw line. Schumacher up, misses it. Oshkosh North gets the rebound. High ball game at 42. We've got 5 minutes and 45 seconds. Spud Shady being guarded by Springborn. Cardinals out there with Bartelt, Wiest, Saberlick, Schumacher, and Springborn. Bartelt and Wiest both in foul. Low off the glass and good. Kyle Radke. Radke with the bucket. Oshkosh North leads this one by 2.
That's the first field goal between either team so far here in the fourth quarter with 5:20 remaining.
Robbie down the lane, no good. His is no good. Cardinals 0 for 4 from the field in this fourth quarter, Nick.
Yeah, they're struggling right now, and like I said, with the free throws that are being shot here, it's tough for both teams to get a rhythm going offensively.
Springborn got a hand on it, but unable to knock it away. 4 minutes, 50 seconds left. Oshkosh North leads 44-42. And North very patient in since gaining that lead just moments ago. Moldenauer down low, trying to go for the big man again. No good. Ross Schumacher able to fight his way for the rebound.
Great job by Schumacher on the boards for the Cardinals.
Cardinals in transition. They had numbers, and a foul going to be called. Nice dish down low by Robbie Springborn to Ross Schumacher. We've mentioned Schumacher's name so many times tonight, Nick, this afternoon, excuse me, and Schumacher with a very good game. He's going to head himself back to the free throw line. But before that, Oshkosh North wants to take a timeout. 44-42, Oshkosh North on top of Fond du Lac. It's a full timeout. We'll take a break. A 2-point lead for Oshkosh North with 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Back after this. This is your WIAA Regional Final Basketball Report.
When gearing up for high school sports, your first and only stop is Team Sports, Main Street. Shoes, gear, it's all here at Team Sports on Main. Dribble, pass, shoot. It's basketball season, and Team Sports has all your basketball needs covered. One stop and you're in the game. Or maybe the struggle for the pin is more your speed. Team Sports also carries all you need for wrestling. Team Sports has trophies, leather jackets, and Badger merchandise. Team Sports, your sports headquarters.
It's a 2-point lead for Oshkosh North. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in this regional final. The winner's going to advance to the sectional, play next Friday night against the winner of Oshkosh West and
The following is from...
As those two teams facing off at the same time as this game's being played up at Neenah. I was very impressed with the way we saw Oshkosh West play Fond du Lac late in the season, and actually, Nick, number 30, Kyle Radke, I feel like he's got himself an injury for Oshkosh North, walking around behind, stretching himself out, as Schumacher hits the free throw. Radke for Oshkosh North just behind our broadcast booth, trying to stretch out his legs a little bit.
He's had a big basketball game here this afternoon, and he's got 6 points so far here in the fourth quarter.
1 of 2 for the free throws was Schumacher. It's a 1-point lead for Oshkosh North with 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go. And a steal by Ross Schumacher. There's that name again. And ill-advised pass by Robbie Springborn. No need to throw that one down there. And a big body for Oshkosh North, able to get the steal. These next 4 minutes, the final 4 minutes of this basketball game, I got a feeling they're going to 4 great minutes of basketball. A post up down low, open for their shot. Knocking it in is Matt Sari. Sari able to get open post position down low. Knocks in the bucket for Oshkosh North. They're up by 3.
Well, we need Saberlick and Springborn to get involved in the offense now. They've been scoreless here in the fourth quarter.
And Saberlick on a drive, able to get a foul called on Oshkosh North. Cardinals in the bonus. In fact, both teams in the bonus. I say if you're Fond du Lac, that's what you go with, Vince. You remember last season when Fond du Lac was playing it up at Oshkosh at the call throughout the sectional in their run to states? It was Robbie Springborn starting at the top of the key, dribbling down. Of course, some matchup zones against him that Oshkosh North has played today. It's made it tough for Robbie, but you got to establish that kind of offense if you're Fond du Lac. As Springborn able to get the free throw, 46-44. North up by 2 with 3:37 to go.
Cardinals have not hit a field goal yet here in the fourth quarter. All their scoring has come from the free throw line. You know, you talk about that state last year. Robbie Springborn, this is the time of year where he really came into his own.
Now a 1-point lead as Springborn hits both free throws. Oshkosh North leads by 1 with 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Spud Shady in trouble. Shady's got to get rid of it, and it's stolen away by Saberlick. Nice job by the Cardinals to get in the face of Spud Shady and force him into a bad pass. Here's Saberlick. Saberlick drives, knocks down a player, kicks it out to Saberlick, who hits the open jump shot. Oh, I said he hit it before it actually went down. Luckily, that one hit, and the Cardinals back up by 1. Here's Spud Shady. Ball knocked out of bounds by Robbie Springborn. That ball will stay. And excuse me, a foul is called.
Yeah, they called a foul.
A foul on Fond du Lac.
Round foul on Robbie.
I thought Robbie had all ball there. Apparently not. That's second personal foul for Robbie. Spud Shady knocks on the free throw, back to a tied game. 47 all. As Shady is, he's converted several late in this game, and he makes them both here.
He's 5 for 6 from the free throw line in the fourth quarter here.
North back up by 1. Robbie Springborn fighting the pressure, and Springborn knocked down. And a foul going to be called, I believe, on... Is that on J.P. Henning?
Yeah.
J.P. Henning gets called. It's his third personal foul, and Robbie Springborn goes back to the free throw line.
Well, Robbie just trying to shake it off right now and hit these 2 big free throws. If he can hit them both, Cardinals will be in the lead.
Springborn hits that free throw. Tied at 48. You see Coach Dick Diener hoping to make it back to the sectional, back to the state tournament. Last year, the Cardinals, a magical run, making it to the state final basketball game, losing 3 to Madison LaFollette. Back up by 1 of the Fond du Lac Cardinals. Here's that chess match. We talked about it. Free throws and fouls going to be the name of the game in the fourth quarter as Baldenauer drives down low. Unable to go off glass. Fight for the rebound. 4 players down low. What's the call going to be? And let's see. Referee's talking this one over. And it's a timeout by Fond du Lac. Mr. Sean Bartel called a timeout.
And the Oshkosh North coaching staff irate with the call for that one. They said Fond du Lac called timeout. They said Sean Bartel was on the ground. He had possession of the basketball and called a timeout. Calling a jump ball. There you see Frank Shady right there questioning that call by the referees. But, well, one of them saw it, and the closest referee to the action didn't make the call.
Yeah, it was the ref farther away from the basketball. Is the one that said Bartel. The referee that was closest to the basketball looked clueless.
Yeah. Yeah, the closest referee kind of just stood there and said, I don't know what's going on there. As there you see Frank Shady during this whole time out here talking with the referees, losing some valuable time. You know, they're not going to overchange the call. You might as well just get into your huddle and talk to your troops here.
So the Cardinals lead by 1, 49-48. We've got 2 minutes and 47 seconds left. And Coach Diener talking things over with officials, and now it's going to be a huddle. Frank Shady, Coach Diener, and the official.
And now the official explaining to both coaches what happened there here on this end of the court. Dick Diener's happy with the call. Frank Shady's not happy with the call.
That we can make out of it. As you see, assistant basketball coach Bob Lloyd out there giving some instruction.
Well, at any rate, it'll be Cardinal basketball.
So Fond du Lac will be inbounding. Mike Moldenauer talking over some strategy with Coach Shady as to what kind of defense to play on this inbounds pass. Moldenauer is going to be shadowing Robbie Springborn, it appears, and now he steps back and...
48 foot something, right?
Well, is Oshkosh North not even going to pressure? Well,
I tell
still being talked over, and looks like, well, another timeout called now?
I tell you what.
Sure, actually, the officials still talking things over at the scorer's table.
Keep an eye. The Cardinals, 2:47 left on the clock. Fond du Lac is not going to be in any hurry whatsoever offensively. They like to slow it down on offense. They've got to just get an open shot. First of all, they have to get the ball in and across the timeline, which now Oshkosh North is going to step back. And I think for the first time in this basketball game, they aren't coming out with a full court press.
Yeah, very odd there. Oshkosh North going without the pressure. Let's see what's up their sleeve for that. Well, Mike Moldenauer now has the duty of guarding Robbie Springborn.
Now they're spreading it out.
Fond du Lac up by 1 with 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Bartelt down low. And let's see, a jump ball is called. Spud Shady down low. And possession arrow goes to Oshkosh North. Spud Shady down low, grabbing that ball away from Sean Bartelt.
Aggressive play by Spud Shady, who has 4 fouls, so good job by him.
Shady laying it all on the line tonight, this afternoon. And a pass down low. Robbie Springborn dives in there, but...
And Robbie called with a foul. I didn't see that one.
Oh,
Robbie not happy at all.
That'll be Robbie's third personal. Oh, I thought that was a clean steal. Clean slap of the basketball. I guess not. And heading to the free throw line, Kyle Radke.
Radke, who got off an injury before at the free throw line. 5 for 5 from the free throw line here in the fourth quarter for Radke.
Radke knocks them both down, and North is back up by 1. Checking in for Oshkosh North is Charlie Lohoff. Lohoff comes in for J.P. Henning. And once again, Oshkosh North not going to put pressure on Fond du Lac.
Which kind of surprises me. That really surprises me. Well, they're backing off.
They changed the defense. They're not putting pressure, but they've switched up, and they've got Mike Moldenauer guarding Robbie Springborn. Saberlick takes the jumper. Saberlick air ball, but an offensive rebound by Casey Weiss. Cardinals keep the possession alive. They trail by 1. We're under 2 minutes to go. Regional final action from the Redbird Fieldhouse. Winner advances to the sectional 12 next Friday night. Here's Springborn. Springborn loses the handle. No foul called. Coach Diener can't believe it. Oshkosh North got the basketball with 1 minute and 39 to go. I'm guessing they're not going to be taking any shots. The Cardinals are going to have to foul. In the face of Moldenauer here. Moldenauer working with it. Oshkosh North content with spreading out the defense. Now they might get an open shot. Now the Cardinals back away from the double team. 1:18 to go. Oshkosh North up by 1. Sooner or later the Cardinals are going to have to foul unless they force a turnover. And they do foul. Saberlick call for the foul. As Saberlick calls Charlie Lohoff. Lohoff will go to the free throw line. How's he done tonight at the free throw line?
Lohoff from the free throw line so far is 1 for 2. And, excuse me.
Time 59. It's a 1-point lead for Oshkosh North. 1 minute, 11 seconds left in the basketball game. It's a full timeout. We'll be back after lunch hour.
Mexican food north of the border. Start off with free chips and Matzland's famous homemade. Matzland has a different lunch special every day that is served fresh. And buy and get one free margarita special. Wednesdays for the ladies, Thursdays for the men. 2 convenient locations to better serve you. Main Street in Fond du Lac and our Oshkosh location featuring a full-service bar next to Kmart on Curler Street.
A 1 lead for Oshkosh North. Nick, I say this, but earlier, scorecard here, I accidentally, instead of marking it in the third quarter, I accidentally put it down in the overtime section. And when I did it, I'm like, oh boy, are we going to be headed for overtime?
Are you jinxing it?
I don't. I wasn't going to say anything. We'll see. We'll see if I jinx the game. For Oshkosh North, as Charlie Lohoff heads to the free throw line, shooting 2.
Plain and simple, Fond du Lac has to start hitting some here on offense. Only 1 field goal here in the
and take advantage. Lohoff misses his free throw. Fond du Lac cheering section getting loud, trying to get in Lohoff's head. That one's going to be good. It's a 2-point lead for Oshkosh North. 1 minute, 10 seconds to go. By 2. Against taller springboard down low. Casey Weiss. A foul. Casey's going to go to the free throw line, shooting 2.
Boy, if he could have hit that one, that'd have made this crowd erupt. But Casey Weiss now, Sean, we talk about this every single basketball game. That when you're down, you got to hit your free throws when you have opportunity from the free throw line.
And a timeout. Oshkosh North trying to ice Casey Weiss, apparently. We've got ourselves a full timeout. 51-49. It's a quick break here. 1 minute to play in the fourth quarter. Back with the finale of this regional final after this. This is your WIAA Regional Basketball Report.
Listen to their bodies. Many of my first-time clients are surprised when I find areas that are sore or tender that they didn't realize were there. I can help to release those tension spots. I always take time to listen to my clients because trust is very important. There can be many misconceptions about massage, and everyone has different comfort levels, and it's important to respect that. Massage therapy can be an important part of the overall health and well-being, and I encourage people to take their health seriously and to relax.
It's a 2-point lead for Oshkosh North. 60 seconds remaining in this basketball game, the regional final between Fond du Lac and Oshkosh North. Casey Weiss will be at the free throw line shooting 2 when we resume play.
Casey Weiss yet to shoot a free throw here tonight. He has 4 points. Cardinals scoring has come from the free throw line here in the fourth quarter. Only 1 field goal, 2 field goals for Oshkosh North in the fourth quarter.
Oshkosh North defensively has dropped off. They're not full court pressing Fond du Lac, basically saying, hey, we're going to make the Cardinals make a bucket to beat us. The Cardinals have been lucky enough to get to the free throw line. As Casey Weiss hits his first. You know, Robbie Springborn now being guarded by Mike Moldenauer, 6'2", a height advantage, but Springborn taking on the challenge of being guarded by Moldenauer, still dribbling down and getting some assists. As Casey Weiss hits them both, and we're tied at 51. 60 seconds regional final. Oshkosh North with the basketball. How much time can they wear down the clock? Both teams in the bonus.
They might hold on to it and either win the basketball game or send this one into overtime.
And Oshkosh North's going to do their best chance to wear this down for one and try and take a final shot. 40 seconds left here at the Redbird Fieldhouse. And let's see, a foul called on Fond du Lac?
Yeah, they're going to call Saberlick on the foul that time for the Fond du Lac Cardinals. That's 4 for Saberlick. One thing you want to keep an eye on, Sean, if it does go into overtime, the foul trouble that the Fond du Lac Cardinals have.
It's not a terrible foul by Fond du Lac. Because this time, as long as you can get a rebound or an inbounds pass, you got a chance to get the ball back.
Now it looks like a good foul. Looks like a good foul.
It's not a bad foul at all by Fond du Lac. This gives you the chance to have the hammer in the end. Student section on their feet. Free throw's good. It's a 1-point lead for Oshkosh North with 37 seconds to go. Robbie Springborn with it. Guarded by Moldenauer. Springborn goes to the floor. He needs a timeout. Doesn't get it. Off to Chris Saberlick. Boy, what luck for the Fond du Lac Cardinals that time. Went down to the floor. He could have been called for getting fouled. Also could have been called for a travel somehow from the seat of his pants. Passes it over to Saberlick, who gets fouled. Saves after this. Unbelievable turn of events there as
It'll be Lohoff will go to the bench. That's why they're going and talking it over. They got to have a few here to get a player in. Does Oshkosh North. Now, free throws again. That's what's come down to here in the fourth quarter. It's a free throw contest, and we'll see which team can win this one. Wow, what an ending.
Nine points of the game for Saberlick. Sabes sinks the first. We're tied at 2. A nail-biting finish from the in this regional final. And Saberlick gets the friendly bounce. Cardinals up by 1. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Being guarded by Bartell. We've got 20 seconds to go. We're down the lane, off balance shot, no good. Rebound, foul at Casey Weiss. Casey Weiss the rebound, and he's fouled.
Wow, great job that time by the senior Casey Weiss, stepping up big with a big rebound. And now Casey Weiss has to hit here a couple of free throws.
You got to question the play there by Oshkosh North.
Now tried to do it into the lane, tried to draw contact, tried to draw a foul to see if he could go to the free throw line.
And a timeout going to be surprised that Moldenauer and Oshkosh North didn't pass the ball around much. You know, Moldenauer basically got the ball and went one-on-one right away and tried to take it. I know it's a good process there. A chance to try and pick up a foul as both teams in the bonus here. And well, the Cardinals, it's basically going to be one at the free throw line. Casey Weiss going to be headed back to the free throw line. Key free throws from Casey Weiss. How's he done so far in this game, Nick?
Casey is 2 for 2 free throw line. Now, if you hit, it's a 3-point game. You got to force Oshkosh North then to hit a 3-pointer. You need desperately at least one of these free throws to make it at least a 2-point game, because you don't want Oshkosh North to come down to the other here and hit a game-winning 2.
The second drive to the Fond du Lac Cardinals, sweeping through the sectional with a couple of upsets. 2 upset wins in the state tournament, found themselves in the state championship game, and they want to relive that dream again this year. Weiss' first free throw is good. It's a 2-point Cardinal lead. We've got 15 seconds left in the and Weiss gets the roll. Cardinals up by 3. Coach Dieter says put some pressure on Oshkosh North. Here's Spud Shady with it. 10 seconds to go. Moldenauer gonna take a 3. Moldenauer no good. Free throw, Casey Weiss. A free throw by Casey Weiss. Up by 3. Weiss is fouled.
Well, the seniors stepping up here in the last couple of seconds of this basketball game. Casey Weiss hitting 2 big free throws a little while ago to tie this basketball game up. Then Casey Weiss, a big rebound, some more free throws, and now Casey Weiss, another big rebound. The seniors stepping up here in the fourth quarter, and the student section chanting Casey Weiss.
Oshkosh North coach Frank Shady a while ago absolutely disgusted. Still got a disgusted look on his face as the students down here at the field house. Cardinals up by 3. As you see, Coach Shady has not cracked one smile all game.
Played against Oshkosh.
Basketball. All of them close. Casey Weiss at the free throw line. And Weiss misses the first. Still a 3-point lead.
He's got 4 points.
And Weiss knocks it down. 6 seconds. But Shady with it. Shady pulls. Shady no around. Victory. Sectional. Hey, Nick, we're going to the call.
We are going to the call. So are the Fond du Lac Cardinals. Hard fought this afternoon, giving the Fond du Lac man-made. Moving on. This evening, we'll wrap it up here from the Redbird Fieldhouse.
Seemed like a simple question. Where do you want to go on vacation?
I said Paris.
The kid said Hawaii. I should have known. But Charter Pipeline had me online like that, so I didn't have to spend half my time with our old phone connection. Planned the whole trip myself.
Charter Pipeline. Are you on?
We're not lost.
Charter Pipeline. Travel in an instant. 1-800-581-0081.
My John. I use Charter Pipeline.
Close.
And Neenah defeated Oshkosh West. So the Cardinals will play Neenah. Chris Kellett suited up today, despite the injury. Of course, we know it. All right, 16 of 38. 13 of 31. Oh, I can't wait for those Call Sports Center hot dogs. 42% and 42%. We are the Fondy Cardinals. Give me a hot dog.
And to add up all these free throws, Fondy 22 of 31.
Is the sun out right now?
And, oh wow. And Oshkosh North 23 of 34. Look at that. 65 free throws shot in this game.
That's crazy.
21 and 67.
Can you believe it? I did that last night.
Did you?
Yeah, during the game.
Oh yeah, that's right. I
Can
remember
you believe it?
Oh wow. What a game.
23, 19, 12, 11. Well, statistics so evenly matched. All right.
Hello, 1 2, check 1 2. All right. And welcome back to the Redbird Fieldhouse. 56-52, the final score in tonight's game. Sean, a hard-fought battle between both of these basketball teams. The Fond du Lac Cardinals winning the free throw matchup, and basically that's what it came down to. The Cardinals only one field goal in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, we talked about it. We knew it was going to come down to free throws this basketball game, and that's indeed what it did. Cardinals able to seal the deal with some free throws. Casey Weiss, huge rebounds and a couple of big free throws for Casey Weiss. As the senior extends his season, Casey's able to have a nice ride last season, and hoping that they can make it down to the state tournament. Obviously, first comes the sectional, and Fond du Lac's going to be taking on Neenah in that first round of the sectional semifinal game.
You know, you talk about Casey Weiss. He stepped up, had a big basketball game. Sabre kind of struggled in this basketball game. Another one stepping up was Ross Schumacher.
And Schumacher called upon because of some of the foul trouble that some of the Cardinal starters had incurred. So Schumacher came in there, added a spark, played physical basketball, athletic game that he brought. Nice assists. free throws and clutch shots for Ross Schumacher, who really stepped up in this basketball game. We had to give out a game ball. I definitely say Schumacher gets a piece of that.
Oh, definitely. Ross Schumacher stepping up in the final that card to the Oshkosh to take on Nina's team coming.
I love those Call hot dogs. I tell you that. I've already got one of those on ice for me. Hopefully two. I want to enjoy a Call hot dog Friday and Saturday night. Hopefully the Cardinals. Nina, a team that, once again, Fond du Lac plays a Fox Valley Association team in the playoffs. Nina team, Nina, both times that they played them this season. Well, we talked about Coach Diener talks about playing a team season and trying to beat them 3 times. Always a tough thing. Remember a couple of years ago when the Cardinals faced Nina in the sectional final. Not many people like to talk about that basketball game, but the Cardinals upset by Nina. Should be a good basketball game. I know Chris Kellett, injured star player for Nina, actually suited up for that basketball game against Oshkosh West to help will them to victory. So it's going to be a tough one for the Cardinals. But hey, we're heading back to the call. We love sectional basketball.
Oh yeah, it's always exciting. March Madness is in the air. Let's take a look at tonight's final stats. As you see them right there, the Cardinals 16 of 38 from the field for 42%. Look at the free throws between both teams. Cardinals 22 of 31 for 71%, 23 rebounds and 12 turnovers. For Oshkosh North, 13 of 31 from the field for 42%, 23 for 34 free throw line for 67%, 19 rebounds and 11 turnovers. Final score once again, Cardinals advance to these sectionals 56-52 over Oshkosh North. Well, upcoming action here on Charter Sports. We're going to ask you to check out our website, webpages.charter.net/NSCKJODI. St. Mary Springs in regional final this afternoon. Don't know the outcome of that game, but if they win, we're going to bring you that game, as well as we'll have Fond du Lac on Friday night at the Culp in Oshkosh. It's been an exciting time of basketball here in March Madness. Just check out our website, and you'll be able to find out our upcoming action. Well, thanks tonight goes out to our video sports crew here at the Redbird Fieldhouse for the last time this basketball season. On camera tonight, Tony Austin, as well as Steve Wilcox. Our producer and technical director is Dave Bastian. Sean Kaiser with all of our stats. For Sean, Dave, and the rest of the video sports crew, I'm Dave Ganacher. We'll see you in Oshkosh, everybody.